Hey spuddies, PotatoMcWhiskey here, and welcome back to Let's Play Civilization 6 as Germany. Now, where we left off, we were about to claim a great person here, but I think I made the decision that I was going to pass. Now, passing will cost me 353 points, but it will mean that somebody else will have to take them. So if I pass, I'll make it cheaper for them, and they'll potentially grab them in a fairly reasonable amount of turns, probably somewhere in the region of 10 to 15 turns, and then we'll have all our points saved up for the next great person, because I don't have any artifacts, I don't have any of these, so I don't particularly care about this particular guy. Let's see, power plant over here, yes, let's grab that power plant, let's choose an escape route, let's go on foot. He escaped on foot just fine. He'll be back in 4 turns. Excellent. I always choose foot. I always go for the safe option. I don't ever see a reason not to. Okay, we're going to chop here, finish that monument, and then get the granary. Monument granary is a good starting point for a city. Let's go ahead and trade with Aachen. Aachen? Somebody linked me a way to properly pronounce the city, and I looked it up and I did practice it a little bit, but then I just completely forgot it because I was so busy during the week before I recorded this series. So it's like I'm still just going to pronounce it wrong forever. I'm sorry. Okay. You know what? It's not my fault though. Look at the city. This Polish city. It's like Gdansk, but like the N has a squiggle on it, and it's all weird. And like this isn't how you spell a thing. This is Wrocław. Wait. Wrocław? Wrocław? I have no idea how to pronounce that. Wrocław? Who knows? Sometimes like the W's are V's and sometimes the V's are W's. You get all this wibbly wobbly language business. Let's go ahead and build some traders to send to Dortmund. And over here we built the granary. I'm going to go ahead and get my Hansa. My handsome Hansa. And we'll go ahead and trade with Aachen. Now, I actually am tempted here, in some of my more developed city, I'm tempted to take their trade routes away and just sequester them all into Dortmund, because that's a really important, you know, it's where I'm going to be building the important buildings, you know, so that seems fairly logical to me to do that. We'll go on to the next turn. I want another mine in here to keep this city churning along. Lots of production. It seems like production is the king in Civ 6, which is, you know, I think there needs to be more ways to get production. I have a couple of ideas that I'd like to see people explore. I don't know. Okay, what if each unit of population gave you a bit of production, you know? That would help, you know, growing your cities a bit taller and make other sources of production less valuable relative to those sources of production, you know? I don't know, maybe. So let's see here. You should really start paying attention to what's going on around you. There are games being played here on so many levels. Yes, indeed there are. I'm playing Civilization 6, but I'm actually playing the YouTube game. Wow, nice job. Okay, so we have a builder finishing here, sewer finishing here, a trader finishing here. Well, I say finishing, we just started that trader, really. Progress towards suffrage has advanced considerably, and the knowledge of robotics, so I think we did get a successful steal, and there it is. Now, we built a builder in here. Well, guess what we're going to be doing again in here? That's right, you called it. You called it. A builder. I want you to run over here and fix this lumber mill, because that's going to give this city just that little bit more production. Okay, let's have a look. You built your seaport in here, which is amazing now, because the city has amazing potential for growth. So I think what I'll do is I'll just say focus on growth and production right now. Growth, production, and science. And we'll kind of come back to you once you grow a little bit, because the extra growth will be quite nice, because it means more. You get more thingies from population with growth. Now, choose production over here. This was probably going to want to be a research lab, because I'm saving up my gold. I was trying to spend my gold on certain things, but I think I need to buy this guy, because he's going to be important for me finishing the game that little bit quicker. I'm not going for you. Let's see, Great General. I don't really care about the Great General. It's not really what I'm into. Okay, we finished the sewer in Cologne. Let's go ahead and get some builders as well. And over here in Gdansk. Now, I know I'm building 3 charge builders, and I could have a policy slotted in, but I think my empire is better off without that policy slotted in. So I want you to gain sources for 24 turns. Go ahead, because I want to operate at the highest possible level to minimize the amount of risk that I am exposed to. Now, this trader, it's time to start transferring traders over to Dortmund, I feel. I think Dortmund deserves more traders because if it's going to be my primary spaceport location, I'm going to need a lot of traders there. I have no problem sending a couple of traders out to some of these newer cities like Regensburg, Lübeck, Augsburg, and Frankfurt. But Dortmund, you know, it's the king, it's the jewel of the crown, you know what I mean? It's the place we want to be when we're building stuff. Now, I would probably also really like to get a spy in here and cap it on the spaceport, just so nobody tries to do a spaceport action against me. That's pretty important. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have a spy planted in there. I'm weak in espionage. How dare you be so rude to me? Now, I should be making an absolutely absurd number of points towards these guys, and I am, so that's good. Let's see here. Choose production over here. We got the entertainment complex. Go ahead and grab the arena. The extra few amenities are really handy. And yeah, may as well throw a mine there because that'll give the city something to do. And I'll also put a mine there because that'll give the city, once it hits its third population, it'll be able to work 2 mines, so its production will increase again. So current strategy is we're just about to finish advanced flight. I'm hoping, I would like to get the satellites boost, but it's unlikely that I'm going to grab it. Now, I should be able to burn through some of these techs that I kind of left pretty quickly. There's still a lot of turns left in the game, even though we have like an absurd number of science. But I think we're on track for a win here, which is quite good. Let's see here. Airport, fighter, bomber. So that was an upgrade over here. So now we're getting fighters. Good. I was originally building biplanes. Now, would a seaport make sense in here? The city could use a bit of food, and the city could use a bit of housing. And so the seaport does actually make sense in here in terms of gold, and because it could be working all these tiles. So, because like if you look over here, look at these tiles. Look at these, are really good. 2 food, 3 gold. Those are really nice tiles. When you compare them to say like just like when you compare it to working a commercial hub, which is 4 gold per citizen, you know, you lose a gold, but you gain 2 food, which allows you to grow that little bit bigger. But I don't even know if that's really worth it. I think I would be better off repairing the industrial zone over here. And okay, you built a builder. Guess what you're going to do again? I'm just spamming out builders because I have so much production at this point in the game that the exact nature of all these things, like the granular decisions of like, oh, I need to have the builder policy slotted in or this or that or whatever, is less important at this point in the game. Okay, so we're going to move you over to Dortmund. Excellent. We're going to choose production over here in Augsburg. Yes, I want the monument. Even though I kind of rushed the campus, I want the monument again, because we're like this used to be 43 turns, so we shaved 3 turns off of the Cold War. And every time we just get another little bit of culture, we're shaving just those few turns that are going to help us win the game. Just that maybe like 5-10 turns sooner than we would normally. So again, all traders are now en route to Dortmund, unless it's in a relatively new or underdeveloped city, which will need the trader itself. So you got thingy. So I'm going to use you as a quartermaster actually. And I'm going to use you to protect Dortmund. Because I do need a protector spy. Now, out of curiosity, could I build another spy? I think I've checked this recently and I can't. I think my next spy comes at nationalism, mobilization. Here it is. Right? No, mass media? Ideology, maybe? Yes, ideology is my next spy. I could pick up envoys here. And I would really like those envoys, but I think I really just can't delay getting to suffrage, because it would mean my patronage of great people would be half price. As amazing as getting those envoys would be, I don't think a seaport makes sense in here either. Or yeah, but I already made that decision. But I want to repair the factory. Do I want to build a factory? I'm really only building it for the great engineer points, but at this point in the game, I'm making like 40 great engineer points per turn. Do I really need more? Could I use gold? I could use a lot of gold. I could buy great people with gold. I'll get gold. Gold seems reasonable. Let's see here. +1 production from that, or I could get the power plant. I mean, you're already getting the benefit from a power plant, so this isn't super important. I'd really only be building these for the extra adjacency, not the adjacency, sorry, the whatchamacallums. Now you are working a lot of these, wait, who does this tile belong to? See, this is one of my biggest problems with the game right now, is this whole border thing. Like, this tile belongs to a city that can't work it. Like, it doesn't belong to this city, and this city can work it, but this tile is, like, claimed by another city. I'm gonna give it to Ulm. I think it would be reasonable to build a seaport in here, because we are working a lot of sea tiles. And that would net us quite a decent chunk of gold. It's a long, long time to build, however. I'm gonna do it anyway, just to keep the city busy. I would probably be better, you know what, I would actually probably be better off in terms of my just overall game plan if I either made units or if I just did like campus research projects. You know what I'm gonna do? If I turn on a campus research project here, does it tell me? It doesn't tell me how much is coming from the project, but it does increase the amount of science that the city makes, so I'll do it. Okay, you got a builder in here. Drop your farms. So these farms are going to help this city keep growing up to its maximum potential. Right, we got a sewer in here. Nice one. Let's go ahead and get the Hansa. Or not the Hansa, sorry. I have the Hansa. I want to get the workshop in the Hansa. You completed the builder. Grab a watermill. You do have wheat, so it makes sense to get a watermill here. We'll fill this in with farms. Choose production over here. We got a power plant. Let's go ahead and get the research lab. Wait a minute. Do I not have the plus 100% science from campus buildings? Hold on. Plus 2 from library. Plus 4 from university. Have I not refreshed my government or something? Plus 2 from library. It should be plus 10. No? If I go sewer and I look here, this one's plus 10. Do I need to refresh my government? I think maybe I need to refresh my government or something? I don't know what's up with that. Dortmund, yes, continue to pick up more production here. I'm hoping to just shave as many turns as I can off this. So we are down to 12 turns now. The city has 100 production. Amazing. Let's see, what else could we do? We have some unimproved tiles. I'll just kind of send you guys off to improve. Now, you're going to go to Dortmund, and you're going to be counter-supplying in Dortmund to protect the spaceport. The spaceport is the big one. Arena, workshop, watermill, monument. So how much science are you getting from this project? That's actually, I'm kind of curious about this, because I don't know what the conversion ratio. You're making 35 production. Your embassy is a welcome addition to the capital. You're making 35 production. But how much science do you make from it? And is it significant enough to make a difference? So if I go in here and I refresh you, let's see. Oh, 9.6 from campus research grants. Is that because I have this guy? No, that's just extra production towards them. But an extra 10 science per city is not too bad. Okay, you grabbed an arena. That's good. That brings you up. Let's go ahead and grab the bank. Oh, well, I guess I should really grab the workshop because it's, you know, the production will pay itself off eventually. It'll take a lot of turns. There's not enough turns in the game for it to theoretically pay itself off, but the extra production is nice. And it'll give me extra great engineer points, which is something that I want. So go ahead and get a barracks for production and stuff like that. You're gonna be working here. And you're gonna be counter spying in the city center, because that should, I believe how spies work is that they protect in a sort of, they protect 7 hexes, the hex they're on, and then the 6 hexes that surround them. I'm pretty sure that's how I was, that's the impression I got from the like tutorial and stuff like that for how it works. Now, this trader is going to move to Dortmund as well. So, you leveled up, or rather you increased your thingy, so you're going to keep stealing tech from me. To try and cut down on the number of turns it takes me to push through the game. Let's have a look. Have you finished your thingy? So Catherine de Medici finished building the Earth satellite, which is, yeah, I'm not too worried about that. We're getting pretty close to launching the moon landing, or at least unlocking the ability to launch the moon landing. We're still building our spaceport. Let me have a look here. Any of these that I really, really want? No. Sorry, any of these that I really, really want are ready, and the answer is no. But we are getting close to where we want to be. I really want someone else to take this guy, because I really don't care about Mary Leakey. Although I'm pretty sure Mary Leakey is the person who is being referenced in the poem, or not the poem, the like little rhyming thing. You know, she sells seashells by the seashore. I'm pretty sure Mary Leakey, now correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure she was the inspiration for that little rhyme, because she would sell like little knickknacks and seashells down the shore to fund archaeological expeditions for herself. Which is, that's a really cool story. I don't remember where I probably watched it on like QI or something, but hey, like, if that's true, I don't know why I know that, but I hope it's true. I really do. I don't really need a sewer, and all it'll do will take up space in my empire. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do campus research grants. I'm going to do a commercial hub investment in this city. I was doing campus research to see how things went, but really what I want to be doing is either earning great engineer or great merchant points. Do I want to do a trader? Or sorry, not do I want to do a trader. I finished a trader in here. What do I want to do next? I could grab a theater square in, like, it wouldn't be a terrible thing. It would potentially provide me with, potentially shave a few turns off all these things. Or I could just do more projects. Let's grab a theater square. And you're going to trade with Mainz. I'm going to unit needs orders. I can't really build anything on the desert, but I can put a farm there, which is fine. I'll put a farm over here as well. We'll go into the unit needs orders. We're going to put a farm here too. Alright, we're up to 4,000 gold, which means we could potentially purchase this if we need to. I'm hoping the next great scientist is quite useful towards my goals. 10 turns until the spaceport is finished. Now the projects that we need to complete are very expensive in production, but I think we have plenty of time to get through them in a single city because of the sheer nature of the thing. Plus we'll almost certainly have at least one booster, which will help. So choose production in here, market, bank, stock exchange, factory. I think I'm going to keep getting the gold buildings because those are going to help me out a lot. Why don't you just keep making me builders and I'll send them off into the Great Unknown. Watermill was completed over here. Excellent. Let's go ahead and grab our workshop here for the production and the great engineer points. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to build builders in here for a bit. Let's grab builders in each. Well, you're kind of crappy in production, so maybe I won't do that. I'll get your workshop instead. You finished your workshop. Go ahead and grab... Are you being affected by a factory? No. Go ahead and grab a factory for me to spread. Then you're going to trade with Augsburg because that's your best option right now. And you're going to be moving on over to Dortmund. And where were you going? You have 2 build charges. Stick a farm there. So we've got a bunch of farms. Not that we need those farms, but they do provide housing and the potential to grow if we need it. Looks like Ulm is getting pretty close to growth here. 7 turns away, which is pretty damn good. Peter finished building the Wonder Broadway. Okay, I don't really care about that. Broadway, you know, Broadway's a nice wonder. But it doesn't really seem to have a big impact on whether or not you're going to win the game. I'm just happy as long as nobody else is launching like the moon landing or anything like that. Alright, so my first fighter is going to be finished, which is quite good. I'm going to keep building fighters out of Bremen. So boosts military academies and seaports, generate science and the ability to build neighborhoods. I don't really care about any of those policies, but what I might do is just do this and hopefully policy changes have not been confirmed. Now, are you finally... You have these research buildings, but they don't apply... For some reason, the boosts to campuses just doesn't apply to these conquered cities, which is really odd. I don't know why. I don't have an explanation for it. Now, I'd also like to get a an airport in here. I think I will hard build the airport for building units, because I do have a bomber. I'm going to move the bomber into the city itself, because the airport's a little bit exposed. Now, we got a barracks in here. Let's go ahead and grab an armory, I think. Yes, let's grab the armory, because there's a little bit of production and a little bit of great general points, but mainly just the production that I care about. Now, you're going to trade with Tarno, or Tarnov. I have no idea how to say it. I think it's Tarnov, or Tarnov. Who knows? Stick a farm there, and go ahead and run up here and grab that. Then I will put a farm here as well. Okay, nice one. Let's have a look. We'll finish up this turn and then see where we stand. Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting the theater square up, because just, again, like I'm talking about, see, this has come down to 39 turns now. That can make a difference to get through these. This is 14 turns now. Shaving a turn off here or there in your social policies can be tremendously important for the end game. In particular, there is the space race up here. I don't think we're ever going to get to it, but it's a possibility that we do. I will want to build a military academy in here. I think I already did, actually, which is useful. So I kind of pre-prepared myself for that. So I got a promotion to a master spy, but most importantly, he stole the tech for composites. Let's continue to steal techs. So composites. So I'm saving myself science in the long run here by picking up a lot of these tech steals. It's just, in particular, these ones, it's really nice to get one like composites, because that's another 3,000 science that we just saved ourselves by stealing that tech. And you're going to go and let's have a look at Bremen. Can you actually work? You could work this tile in theory, but it's not really a very good tile. What I might do instead is send you over to Tarno and maybe help them out. Tarno? Who knows? If you know, let me know so that I can know, and then I can never say it wrong again, okay? But yeah, I'm going to call that the end of this episode. I want to thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you guys are enjoying this series. Please remember to subscribe if you want to see more videos from me. Remember to leave a like if you want to directly support my channel. And remember to leave a comment if you want to give me your feedback. Other than that, though, I want to say I love you all very much. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.